Deion Sanders reacts to son Shilo's shenanigans. Humor, heartbreak, and a new chance at redemption. Shilo Sanders has always been one of the most entertaining personalities in the Sanders family. And that is saying something, considering his father is none other than Deion coach Prime Sanders, one of the most charismatic figures in the history of sports. Whether he's playing on the football field, joking with fans, or making light of his own struggles, Shilo has a knack for capturing attention. But recently, his life has been a mix of comedy, hard truths, and a relentless fight to keep his dream alive. His latest video, one that went viral almost instantly, is the perfect example of why fans love him. It was equal parts funny, raw, and real. Shilo steals the show again. In the now viral clip, Shilo walks up to a group of strangers with a mischievous grin on his face and asks, "What are you guys filming for?" The man behind the camera, looking slightly confused, answers casually, only for Shilo to drop his perfectly timed line. "Do you know who Deion Sanders is?" The man, caught off guard, nods uncertainly, clearly not expecting what came next. "That's me," Shilo says, deadpan, his voice dripping with humor. It was classic Shilo, playful, witty, and just a little bit full of himself, in the best way possible. He wasn't just cracking a joke. He was channeling the prime swagger that has defined the Sanders family for decades. The video quickly blew up online, not just because it was funny, but because it reminded fans of what they love about Shilo, his ability to bring joy even when life isn't going his way. Coach Prime's perfect response. No one loves these moments more than his father. When Deion Sanders saw the clip, he couldn't resist sharing it with his millions of followers on Instagram. "LOL," he wrote in the caption, tagging Shilo and reposting the video for the world to see. It was just one word, but it said everything. This wasn't just a proud dad moment. It was a reminder that even in tough times, laughter matters. Deion's reaction helped amplify the clip, and within hours, Shilo's antics were trending across social media. The fans go wild. The video didn't just get laughs. It got people talking. Fans flooded the comments section with messages like, "This is the most Shilo thing ever. He's literally his dad's twin, the swagger, the delivery, everything. Can't stop watching this clip. Primetime 2.0. One female fan even approached Shilo in person during the filming, telling him, "My husband won't believe this. He took our daughter to the park. Can we take a picture?" Shilo, ever the showman, agreed, but he couldn't resist staying in character. "Of course you can. I'm Prime," he said with a smile. He then counted down with his fans. "Primetime on 3, 1, 2, 3. Primetime." Moments like these are why Shilo remains such a beloved figure. He makes the fans feel like part of the show. The other side of the story. But behind the humor, there's a tougher story playing out in Shilo's life. For all the laughs, for all the viral moments, Shilo is also navigating one of the most difficult chapters of his career. In July 2025, Shilo was released by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, ending what was supposed to be a promising start to his NFL journey. He had signed a 3-year, $2.965 million contract, but when the dust settled, he walked away with just $1,572, the only guaranteed portion of the deal. For a young player with big dreams, the cut was devastating. And yet, true to form, Shilo turned it into a teachable, relatable moment. Shilo opens up about financial reality. In a YouTube video with internet personality Danny Duncan, Shilo didn't hide from the truth. "I just got cut from the NFL, so I'm not trying to spend that much," he admitted while browsing camouflage pants in a hunting store. Then, with a wink that has become his trademark, he added, "I'm still waiting on my trust fund from my dad." It was the perfect mix of honesty and humor, a moment that made fans laugh, but also made them think about the financial challenges facing young NFL players. For every superstar who signs a $100 million contract, there are dozens of players like Shilo who face the harsh reality that NFL money isn't guaranteed unless you're a star. The punch that changed everything. Part of what made Shilo's release sting was the way it happened. During the preseason, Shilo was ejected from a game after an altercation with Buffalo Bills tight end Zach Davidson. The punch he threw might have been out of frustration, but it turned out to be a costly mistake. The NFL is a league where every snap matters, and young players don't get many chances to prove themselves. Shilo's ejection not only hurt his reputation, but also may have contributed to Tampa Bay's decision to move on from him. Still, Shilo isn't the type to stay down for long. A second chance with San Francisco. Recently, Shilo was invited to a workout with the San Francisco 49ers. A glimmer of hope in what has been a challenging year. It's not a guaranteed contract, but it's a chance, and that's all Shilo needs. For a player with his talent, energy, and personality, an opportunity with a winning organization like the 49ers could be exactly what he needs to reset his career. Deion's perspective, more than just football. As always, Deion Sanders is right there beside his son, encouraging him, reminding him that football is just one part of life. Coach Prime has been open about teaching his children to handle both success and failure with grace. Shilo's ability to laugh, even in difficult moments, is a reflection of the values Deion has instilled in him. Keep your head up. God's plan is bigger than ours, Deion often says, and Shilo seems to take that advice to heart. Why fans can't get enough of Shilo? There's a reason why Shilo Sanders remains one of the most popular figures among Colorado fans, NFL hopefuls, and even casual sports viewers. He represents something rare in modern sports: authenticity. He's unfiltered, he's funny, and he's human. He celebrates his wins loudly and owns his losses with the same energy. In a world where athletes are often coached to say as little as possible, Shilo says what's on his mind, and fans love him for it. Looking ahead, Shilo Sanders' journey is far from over. Whether he lands a spot with the 49ers or finds another team willing to give him a shot, he remains determined to make his NFL dream a reality. And if he doesn't, well, Shilo has already proven that he can capture an audience off the field just as easily as he can on it. His YouTube and TikTok videos draw massive engagement, and his personality makes him a natural for TV, podcasting, or any platform that allows him to connect with fans. Final thoughts. The spirit of Prime. Shilo's latest viral moment, joking with strangers, mimicking his father's voice, and shouting "Primetime," was more than just a clip for social media. It was a reminder of what makes the Sanders family so special. They don't just play football. They inspire, they entertain, they connect. And even when the road gets rough, they never lose their sense of humor or their belief in a brighter future. For Shilo Sanders, that future might still include NFL stadiums, roaring crowds, and big plays. But even if it doesn't, one thing is certain. He will always have the gift of bringing people together, one laugh, one moment, and one prime time at a time.